Video, I am working on a little bunny, Amigurumi. Not sure how big or how tall this guy is. It's not indicated in the pattern. And the other thing, this is demonstration purposes only, how to work in the round. I'm going to start with the arms. And now they're suggesting a velour yarn with a 4mm hook. I'm using a 5mm hook, and I took a bulky yarn, and I'm taking a worsted medium weight yarn for demonstrations only because I didn't have any. I did not have any velour. They are calling for Himalaya dolphin baby yarn. Okay, so for the arms, there's a short arm, or you can make a long arm. The short arm is only 6 rows or rounds, and the long arm is 9 rounds. So I think we're going to do the 9 rounds today. So they're using the magic circle. And they say round 1, 5 single crochets in the magic ring or magic circle. The way I make my magic circle is I wrap the yarn around 3 fingers, I grab my hook, and I bring my working yarn through. I slip my fingers off. And I immediately chain 1 to lock it in place. Then I take out my ends, because that's this is the magic part right here in those ends. And now I'm going to do 5 single crochet in the magic ring. I'm also, when I did that first single crochet, I am single crocheting over those 2 ends, and I like to put a stitch marker underneath the top 2 loops of my very first single crochet, because you're going to need this. This is very important as we are working in the round. It's a continuous round, so there's no you're not going to slip stitch each round together, which creates a seam. We aren't doing that in working in the round. So I'm going to complete my other 4 singles. So I have a total of 5 single crochets in my magic ring. I think that should do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here's the magic part. You don't want this, you don't want the tails wrapped around your magic ring. I like to put mine in the back, and then you pull your magic ring, oops, closed. Nice and tight. For round 2, you're going to do 2 single crochets in each of your single crochets from round 1. So it's going to increase your single crochets for a total of 10. So I'm going to remove my stitch marker. I'm going to put my first single crochet in that first stitch. I'm going to grab my stitch marker, very important, put it back into that very first single crochet. Now I'm going to increase another single crochet into that same space, 2 single crochets in the next, and you're going to continue around till you have a total of 10 single crochets. I'll meet you back at my last stitch. So I have my 10 single crochets, and that completes round 2. Round 3, you're going to single crochet. So it's actually round 3 through 9. You're going to single crochet in each stitch around. So that's 7 rounds of single crochet, and it's going to end up looking like a little arm or a little tube. And I will meet you back after my 7th round. So it's 1 single crochet in each stitch. Move that pin. So here's my first single crochet. Move my stitch marker up for beginning of round 3. Single crochet in each single crochet around. It's going to form like a little cup, and then it's going to turn into like a little tube for your long arm. This is the long arm. Now if you were working on the short arm, you would only be doing rounds 2 through 6, and they were using only 8 single crochets for the short arm. So it's a shorter little arm. So I will meet you back at the end of round 7 to show you what this little long arm looks like. So here I am at the end of round 9, and here is my little arm. This is the long arm. So the last thing it tells you to do is to slip stitch. Slip stitch. You're going to cut your yarn, leaving a long tail, because you will sew this onto the bunny. You'll have to make another one of these arms. When you cut your yarn, pull the tail through that working loop and pull it tight. And so this is the bunny's first long arm.